football transfer update. Guys, welcome. Just stay tuned. Yes, welcome back. Yeah, there was a sports presenter here, Kumasi. Superb. Started football transfer update. Superb. But see it in Kakra, what he has for us today. Superb. Just superb. Just listen. Just superb.
Your first and Valencia also could have and some Latin Cheserina Seminole, yet the urban watch Lancaster Codera, your first central carriage from Aya, Moboka Versa Sport and Ever Arsenal, your own Seminole, and some Ganamaya, Jofa and Europe, Yamia Watana, Yerim Club Championship, and some Massimo Financials, Abas Ania Jamon, Raman Roma Championship, Yanko Ayakla Cabasa, yet the Lancaster James and somebody saying, Yamia, what's the only summer semi-final one, and somebody again, I will go first, and you're from the nice woman, and somebody Chelsea, and I was a gamer, and somebody Cosso. Now, we put on the second and woman, and a reference in the Abba. Yamia, and remember, some Gamino, and somebody Cosso, and near Canada, and I am Ruta Fadno, when you send a met live stadium, and I'm from the nice and a Babakua, the first at Chelsea, and also other castle, woman officiating Aquacoma, and your referee, your father San Francois, and Tansy, and some of your friends in the NHS, and Yamia Puma, what's the given Abasurino, one of some other property, and after Wednesday, Wabakua, your father San Paris and Shama, one somebody Real Madrid, also give Abasurino, one somebody give Ama Polish, I father Simon Marciniak, or referee, said, woman tell her was some Colina, Papa, or some Colina, the Manchester for them. I say, we are slim Kakak, only a Massinia can you, who shall the new Pano, when you are, when I say, we are purely to Colina, and I just am nobody appointment, and some man to Amon, and I do, I have been coming away on my Wednesday, and also our body a gamer, Moboka for some Paris and Shama, and some man reminded Arabo, and just a one summer, yet to have a fish not much bonnet, and so some bonus is a bono, and some bonnet, you see a boy,
So far, now subscribe to the page.
When I am a semi-final, much official ball, I Dominion say, when some necessary, and to Flaminense, and Chelsea, where I am baller, when some other you see, and I from Bokua, your father San Paris of Chama, when somebody remanded, and so Geno, when somebody match ball, I just and Yamia Duma, once again, when somebody you see, I just after I just added us one, when somebody job, I want something, yet am I a tough and another. There was why I can't from a nice old town. Remember true, I am Jay-Z, and I just want to go against Sosero, and some other Cosso, and to Tiago Sovanum, and I just a Hercules, and Quadana, one some like a Omino, and on board our brother bus, and you tell me to your moment, Tokabasa, one room, and you come home, tell our new Jay-Z, and just a security, and some I am very tight, and yet, one of some other true artists, and also,
Please go back now and subscribe to the page.
I'm from the Bounty, I know I am manager for Jose Marino. Now, one of your Cadena fans, Alexis Sanchez, your wife's Libuama, woman, some more team control the Omono. You didn't say, I'm young, but I think out to my say. Now, Bobo in Tama, Tessanoniano, Alexis Sanchez, Akobo Bokua, your father say you didn't see count, all him say, Jimmy Second on the Benham. And Sanchez, and Manchester Jose Marino, and some country and Brentford say, one some number to me and Copa Sanchez, and Sansa, with 3 of us from Yankatano, and some number to me, I have two Sansa, maybe about 2 of them, and one more Julius, and some of us, and some now take as soon as we are, and this our Casa Ayatuma, our patron, so says a bottle Pontuma, one to the Galatasaray photo, and some now fight, and all, I according to Jesse to bless Lydia. Well, to be added up, after some we have John Duran, Alexis Sanchez, I will be a report and second, one from annual salary, and your 4 million euros a season. I'm a second, and some Obati aseso be join me. One also answer that me akan. Na ebiamuno won say the contract no ebe automatic extension and I say automatic renewal option no just a based on motoba ebi ascension say ko no arabono I ma ebi extension no and some other say yatuma na don't carry na say either say ebi directly and I say indirectly what bua ama just when you 15 goals and you are for no bounty so they assist and I say you have a goal you carry na somebody bomwa and some of them are come 15 we qualify for automatic extension and the Yajuma and also Massa maybe essentials and the body matches and nobody so just say I'm on the bomb I have 70% maybe a chance automatic renewal and some other Yajuma yes some private jet MS4 one can say the Abama Abaka shoe one can say essentials Abaka and Okapa maybe a chance of private jet and some other cock of Abama and some like the Bahamano Casano and some Kakafimo and some like the Abafano bunch one can say Oma and what fun sound. Why not the same and some other just a promise on Shoma? I have found a set millions cleaner. What can I say cleaner on the ball road? No matter what I say, now I'm going to try selling common PSG and some other essence and a continent. You found a set Luis Enrique 1 year I am millions cleaner. One patronum, and just a barantonum, and I hear John Makinos room. I was sent 21st one today. No negotiations, so I'm very simple. Woman, I'm a German second, 12 million euros no another any kind of say no will call on permanent basis I just will join a final bounty 12 million euros no bonuses based on any achievement never be an somebody no 3 million euros I'm just saying never go see 15 million euros and what's an by the personal terms Jamaica can say one customer screen one also about 9 million euros. Our bonuses I can and not by a serious city. You did am to tell the Akano and some like to Abaya so our Istanbul. Now you shooting and gear. Now you call Galatasaray, Mami Galatasaray follow. Over for the Victor Simen. You also Simen generally and then Bansa Southano and there so the Korea Pesa was stay our shoe papa. I had some Johnson and Kari Atena. You also Galatasaray follow. One something come say. And you can all my interest in one can say one from to me area and all of my late testament said Galatasaray follow one from other play and a camp and do come this week only for Simon and that's one Nigeria and some Nigeria promissory just a video be a couple we reach 2025 Rolls Royce and the road and a security dignity and I'm just a free to the moment to security follow and from the bomb Simon so cancer the attacker said the double and I just said so come as I want them Nigeria just on the will be commented I was your comment was hey Master Nigeria Sikawa how was remember what is kind of you I mean launch 2025 one of them should do holidays no Jamaica can say I didn't teach our can you ever say no shibuta nanka shaka no control magic come here or someone on Nigeria street no bra Usikadia ya bomo wache what's I say I just happen I don't know what do come on now we shall offer Galatasaray what they about I don't come on one who call a Middle East and I said we are all here Honoma well offer them I was so if you are now but I Galatasaray
sound hey okay just tell me our comment section
one case was Simon but I can yes and I'm truth and I can't put about two casa or Simon I can yes I know I last week Thursday and somebody I'm a trophy that can you answer when somebody do come I'm moving Abaso yes you do a sikano and the bank Galatasaray Jenica Krabi and your back to baby and Galafolo and somebody Emma Manchester United was so fair or see you Ramasa Munkasamian Tia yes I'm quite almost Simon to the Sikaso and yes I rejected and your Manchester crowd one person went to Manchester so question me that say or Simon didn't shag more to the Oga was Simon at 2025 and no one was and then they talk about General Nigeria was almost money Delo Goso that's and V8 ni bi etira money town ni na ntani ade boy ni but Manchester ni wa reject was in the Manchester no one also ngaba ti ya try to because some kasa bi etia won juwe no wa ben Galatasaray offer won ye buy also on teso enti wa reject wonum enom e kakra fimu and some that ada juwe generator say ni Jenu say answer or 75 million euros and I release clause some and bit cry say until 25 and I say nyame adoma wotena na wotweso ana chesa na 75 million euros na wo mo share adama foreign clubs no and some ebewu matisa yasu juwefo no wo man catch us and say one train on 15th July that is next week and Tuesday and true na 75 million euros na for foreign clubs na every year wo mo some that kasa no offer and a kokoto no poli for them say be ya wo mo some that timi ahwama and sa move no and some that our brother and some like a from us and to ever no casino yanka ayana poli and some mama roll Chukwuemeka ay ice bath and a Brahma Kentinka aye because we are prepared for season Lukaku and a ball and a sure for champions and groups and cray we are some archers and troops and a boxy and some gukumwa Lukaku ay ice bath Benjamin I just want them no yes sir report to me as I pay soon not to pay all come no come wait what do you say about Ronaldo them Roman Sampa when we are Lukaku and the further education I just a concentration and when we are in the lower part of the body and it's just an upper part I get well yes some kind of ball when I want it and said they do no football no come on ball not do ball not do everybody Lukaku some I just know I kakra eba yanko esemalan and some Melanero make it last week and I just a coach them won't be natural. Now, Ensemble won't start our process for 2025-2026. And our players, only some of die. I hear Melanero and Robbie Cobb catch your last week and say, one I can say the truth. Conservation and my own confidence and general. One of the Dano Payne, one sorry in Tampa. German Second a ball versus 6 o'clock and obey I just a gala time 8 no now almost a breakfast and you're not players now one from our Casamilan I just a 8 and obey I will a year Italy 8 hour Italy and a 6 hour Ghana now so also players now almost start to train around a year 8:15 there's Italy I year 10:15 when we can hear Jim Kakra I'm a Gemini so almost out to us so call you and said I say I get 10:30 and a pino one somebody I get training session and some never since no casino and some own training session and you can call on and the coach your friends must agree no agree I'm be out there woman I'll call a year baby one some other power the one to mention sir maybe a presentation at a question and some I custom letter and a German second the introduction I know and some other coso and Ghana Tano and some by a person 11 and obey and a manager for Salakri the first first Albaso Yaka Hernandez Adiano and some other Yajuma now all said you and Al Hilal Yabatrasa Fredia Bama HMO one says a camera corner initially about to Gasa now I get 20 million euros no yes a confirmation I buy one some I get 25 million euros no bonuses and also do 30 and I'm a similar tuna and also a cacao and some like what a ball and some in Camerano I had Denzel Dumfries last week the catch was a Barca for the year one comes from one of the top Denzel Dumfries and then one year I'm papa and your coach said the really scores and 25 million euros also same 10 Yamia Duma next week I had Tuesday 25 million euros and also a spy and it's a cloud of a South Tampa. I was saying because next week Tuesday at Kamua, Peter Forum, Padamia, now Yakasa Basa, President Manson Fono, manager for the controller, and some Breno, what do you about a system B Akadawi, was some other bedroom, Biana Kodana, Jafan San, I had Tansono, and some other Triumpo, I had Sastano, and some Jamantine, yes, someone seem for say, one other Tria, I had 25 million euros, so Salabella, one of some other Kodana Fansa, Danso, Amateur Sabino, and some adjoining Ayamokua, Yafasan, Ayaman City, our Jufe, La Fica Signora, report to me, and Elkurana, I had to call, no, Colo, Wilson Metesa, yes, Leon Kelly, Echo, Leon Kelly, Echo, Nino, Messa Tessa, yes, well, Bunch of Fanasan. Douglas Luis, and so you'll be on, and some Benjamin Pampe, and also and Nico Gonzalez, Amonia Sano, one was from Tomokana Jufi, Pisa, one will receive by 75 million euros. Our side players, almost nobody are commented to them, all Kuma, Jerry Central, Mechan last week, sir, was slashed the salary, other country, or to come on a direction, as I said, many Jeffers are in Cotuto, yes, and so Subaswa Bono, Central Epe. And after Francisco Conceição, one found a loan and some of you portal, but some other total outright today. One year, some other to me, I'm a Sancho, and some pass our baby. One Benfica, Codona, your fellow Florentino Luis, our own, I am midfielder, Matissa Junior Foro, and some other former Benfica for the say. What you say, long crown of your pa, Florentino Luis, no, one of them, never obligation to buy, every year to I get 35 million. And some other 40 million euros, no, and also to after Kodawi, the long do Damian Colony, and some by Achasia, and non by Kakefrimo, and some like to Emma Brass, and some Milano, yet to Emma, yet to Fafi, young call a year Premier League, no, a Balimo Puforo, woman are some that Mammy God Club, I just Amonato, about some our Concacaf, and it's channel play, and some our Ghana, not just a central, not the part of America and Caribbean, what was a Mexico, Washa US 2-1, and yet a trophy, Mariso Pochettino, and a Piagia, and Catrophy on Pam. Shadorama, Fenome, Raul Shemines, and about first goal, and some animal Mexico, Etono. Was going to be up on question number 20. When I am Mexico, I'm JC number 20. And I just am Pamote, I am Drogo J. I just a Jerry now, and some Panama Jota. When we are question or transfer 4 to the night, I'm a very TV gamer. Jota morning, Bob Bruta. Okay, sir. Come to the more organization. I have Premier League, I have just esports, I know more. I have TV game amongst I have players. Dogo Jota, and I chose some Gosua. Never celebration and some no one got the cast and Ghana Granusano. I know ball, I don't know Krakowa, Jacobia PlayStation. To all player class or motor, the first PlayStation America and 2 to Zakrandi, will be a Panawa September, the celebration of Anaunia, as I have be a German Liverpool follow, Bako, our friend, Bako, Dogo Jota. And number 20, and you are told I had just an and Baba and film Padia. Now, what the Bynum image, I am number 20, and a message also Canum Amano. Oh, he was the number 20, and I just a fan, I had a Jota, also talk to our Vanilla Choir, one of us I pay tribute to, and some other man Liverpool follow. Oh, yeah, man, just last week, Yakabiasa, I have Plessy, Van Dyke, and Omaka, one call Echo Brahma, just a for some, and some Basuma, one Katana Chip and a crab, and some Banasani Marino Coswada, Manuko to the Fansa, Roberto Martinez, I caught and a Portugal, oh, Banis and Ipano, every Omama club side Liverpool, every Panama national team, and yet tomorrow also buy. Now, Roberto Martinez, and Kasai, our brother here. And good for alcohol. What will say when Junior Passon, Drogo Jota, and Andre Silva, Nimiano was sent our spirit. And of course, our Monte forever. I just and I asked some Portugal coach, and some Ekanina Sarah. Yenchikakra.
Wanted to say that they are really sad days, as you can imagine. But today was a day that we showed that we are a very large but close family. We are Portugal, and it was essential for us that Andre Silva and Diogo Jota, we are together, and the world is together.
Please, no subscribe to the page. No subscribe.
Really sad days.
Roberto Martinez and I'll just say you did excepts and now you took for another pay and some own to me and yes boss and yet buffet assurance our balling testing you know somebody I know as I demona my from two of some and some Manchester Genoa when say Portuguese I players no yenya aya Drogo Dalot and Bruno Fernandes only so quite yenibi Gemini no players are no Manchester for Arab true Manchester players are over Driano, Manchester Amad Diallo, and I did heaven. Only know about the say, one of the starting a year process. Manchester Fonama, a year Fernandes, and Drogo Dalot, every 1 full week. So another 1 week, I'm on fire and to throw on my club because one of Cromony, I'm going in the bonus team. And Manchester Toronto Cassia to say, and some pro amateurs and one Chasseling, one 3 passes stone and show, and that's what a woman. I just and I'm saying, I have price of Panchania. One more Abian, I want to some fan council there. One from Liberty, of course, after one from to me, a free announcer, more banners from coming to that. Young, that's one here. One came from Anokofa. Now, Jonathan can say, I'm not Diallo and I did heaven. Only one of them drew a year Carrington. When some a year Javi Guerra will be our bottom up Fayencia Timo, where you midfielder. I'm not saying, report on the second of Bino, news ring like some get too closer, then Kale to come and to type and any other host of fire clubs and some type of Jamaican coming on Sakotano. You say what choosing say and your Manchester and on some other swap, also no. Report on the second on Sakotano and some type of Cromwell. One of some other to me saying, and your Manchester United and a player, the fellow Marcus Rashford, and you're saying, and also echo. Let's say, Mami Alan Pandu, and your former coach, our Premier League, and a Newcastle, now say, Rashford, I will be a talent to the other four. I was unique, I get talent. No, I was about to say attitude. Also, I said that big ball. I said never ball. I tell you, my grandmother, I did tell me do good me Kawata. Also, I said call Aston Villa. We be on some of them, no. So I had them. I said, no, never place. I want to say no. You're not more value. I just am a club and a torso. And yes, I'm out to that club. And then you blow that asking price. Our brother bought you. I said talent to the our own should be done. I was supposed to say attitude. Your former coach, Alfutua, what did Marcus Rashford
feel that he has a unique talent. He has such pace and power.
Please, Ubano has subscribed to the page, to the channel. Ubano has subscribed. Please subscribe.
And now, as the penny dropped with him,
thanks for watching too.
That
Subscribe.
kind of putting your hat on your defensive work, sulking around. But I've experienced with players as well. I've had Ben Arthur, Zaha, both particularly not great defenders in a team unit. That's the gamble a new manager has to take with it and say, well, look, I'm prepared to take you, but you have to understand, what he was doing at Man United wasn't enough. You need to do more. And if you can get him in that mode, and I thought Villa had him in that mode a little bit. There were some good clips of him doing the work, doing the stuff that just maybe, he might have a motivation to prove Man United shouldn't let him go. And that's his boy club, etc. So, yeah, I think there will be big clubs, but it'd be interesting. I think the fee to those players is definitely under 50 million. In Rashford's case, I genuinely feel he has a unique talent.
You did excepts, and I am called Luis Diaz and some Senua. You see the Kenya, the Pedic, or Bansa follow. Monson, when you play, after saying one at Johnny Amache, but that's a Bansa for the say. Well, for all from the King, our Sakadano, and so I can be actually Vapono. Latest, I mean, you say, Luis Diaz, I can't Liverpool for say, all of them say. 1 2 month contract extension. I just say, yeah, and man is sick and I saw the sick and I can say, 1 pajama sick and here. 1 year of criminal court to buy the contract renewal, and you're based on a condition, and some say, so all 2 month bumper, and your contract, yeah, and I was on the corner now, so one of some and your sentence bound to follow. 1 year could I first Louis Diaz agree, and I have personal terms, but first of bound to follow. One of some Diaz, I could not Jack and say clubs, and some of the check criminal Americans and Bansa. One of the Piano, and some Kakafimo, and some Eva Player. The fellow Kudus, Mohammed and the other pay, Metis Kudus are reported to West Ham, more training, because animal process, and I shall say also already Kudus, so our lantern, that night, for our Senamantero training session, I shall say TSA. We are reported as usual, and the first day of West Ham, our processing training, and also some Sasa wabame kasa Tottenham Hotspur wọ́n fọwọ́n kọ́ wọ́n sàn fọ́ sẹ́ sàwọn ìṣẹ́mùsàn mẹ̀tí Premier League náà mẹ̀sáàjì Champions League ẹ̀nà ẹ̀bi àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n traditional ẹ̀yẹ £12.5 million ẹ̀yẹ £50 million ní wa náà kyẹ́ sẹ́ wọ́n yẹ serious yẹ sẹ́ wọ́n sàn fọwọ́n kàkyẹ́ Tottenham fọ́ sẹ́mẹ́sà mo di ọmọ yẹn ni mo yes ẹ̀yẹ mo yes náà yẹ ní nkọmọ ẹ̀nà mbẹ́ àdètè náà mẹ̀tí náà mẹ̀ pẹ́ sẹ́ bọ́ọ̀ntì fọ́nsọ́ mbẹ́ pẹ̀lẹ́sì kọ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ kọ́ club no yes Kudus are rejected mountain edge and according to transfer rumors Metesa Kudus are rejected mountain our brand for so and they are still and some Tottenham Hotspur the first one you call Patria and Kudus are so corner one of some coach when it came out you get up to some Benjamin for and American Sakodana the fellows of Viktor Gyokeres and Arsenal say yes sir but the Arsenal after undertaken by a difference, and you're just 5 million euros and them. I won't get too closer.
You have to pay.
Now, I'm a big crowd. See that me never say, yes, I ready for the fly. And about England, also make us say, one more excuse, say the Enfield Cosi on the 11th, and some about reported to a spot or reported, and also for the call. No go start to princess in our Portugal. One other sort, 20 Arsenal, yes, already ready for the fly. About England, about Arsenal, already Carno, and £5 million at a separate, one of some, mountains for the men. I say, John about Arsenal, I'm a style of play, born for Papa, and I just had a fit to the bar. And I'm not consuming none of that. Mariano will say Arsenal for that trade. And I just will be a phone say, one other from one compete at 3 seasons and you. Arsenal are there, not just say Arsenal for the Champions League, one of some other Premier League, one of some other account, and money and I just want to add about tell you say, a few corner Cassiano. And then come Elba, Fred Arsenal, and Abena Cassia, and I saw a Pontia, the fellow says to be mental, and some other buyer. Now, Chelsea, at Tomotone, and your punishment, and your Jabberling now, and Jamie Bino Gittins, Abba. One Sunday, a year, a corona for the sure petrol, and some other car, one registration in Lano. I was sent Chelsea to pay £60 million and Selena. We let me register San Corano, and some other Champions League, Metessa almost say, and no problem. I'm at Chelsea. When we are training, our training session, good news, I say, Captain, Rhys James, and some other training. Now, just I did you know, we're training about for Rhys James, and you're training on, sir. Now, I'm started, and you're Pamarash, and Kemino. No, I started. One young woman, and it's with pride. One more kind of a 2 giant master. One you see you, I was and your Flaminense. I'm not to Muntina, while you're training our brothers, and some I come. Now, I'm Jamie Bino Gittins, Akurano. What was I was saying our bubbles is also okay. I'm a chance supporters, I said, on your wing, Gabia, born and she said, and then come on the piano. It's all about 2 about 3. And more Joy Papa was say, on by a winter on the bottom pier, so a jet 1, 2 Tiafa, you see, not just a commodo, was here alone, and I said, supporters, and she said, everything, you take Jamie by no Gittins.
Everyone, what you can do in England, yeah, I want to show
please subscribe to the page
on the pitch.
Please subscribe.
How would you describe your profile, yourself as a player? Like, for people who haven't watched you play, I think I'm a very direct winger, lots of dribbling actions, trying to mix up happen, be creative, trying to score goals, assist goals, and work hard. That's what I think they'll see. Excited to show everyone what you can do in England. Yeah, I want to show.
And from now, show us a BM Samame, and your Arsenal, as a mobile fan, Barcelona, Yonko, La Liga, one sir, Ferran Torres, and BM Sanako, and Ganama Jubia. Want to be born a first lay MF, found for Bobby, I should be Adiama Bassa for the say. Coach and the owners of number 19, and yet there's a Bassa to strike Abba. Until Rebecca, maybe a Kemsa Bosa, and then you move for striker just a next season. And then I had 2026, I only all maybe just a William and Ferris, won't confront Adrama because all season we are, all Lewandowski and Trossubin. I was for Colombia and Ferris, when a Ferran Torres across the year tomorrow, and some FC Barcelona, and some Ayaka Fimo, and some Naja Banano. I was sure to see that Manoka say, when it's a Bossa photo, one year contacted a Rashford, I already echo, but also my case, I plan A, Nanka plan A, a new column. And all the bar a year Luis Diaz. So when we are saying Gianni Aquana for the Rashford Generals Adam, now from player also company, Rashford from your office, maybe home, what also full say I was a priority. And some other Barcelona, what do you about some boss? I don't want to platform, and so I launch a year career. And to all Benino, what do you can't send your boss and come on, ever see and Sana, what are some other so one of some association. Now, second, sir, Shabby Alonso, yes, then Heisen also could be red card. Now, red card, many general genius, I had Jarrow, I sense you better like a medicine, or first game will consider penalty. Second game, a red card, yeah. Then I just said, I was here from the mistakes in China. When full say, I could have ready. Now, Andre Lulin, Dennis Ceballos, Anna Rodrigo, some players in there saying, wow, Anna German second, sir, one club walk up now. Yes, boy, say, I'm so many coach, and you're meeting, I'm so clarify our future. And I only be a banner, so many people come and General Carrier. Now they are conservative, who cannot just support a commercial. Rodrigo General, and the man I had that class, ever because yet TBC will not do not judge them, say out Nasa, and Kofa Rodrigo, and some phenomenal Marcodano, and as well, course to stay. I was sure, Man City, I don't want your coin, I don't pay them, that's to Pomena, German second. Social Alonso, many of the said the American to win car, some probably American guarantees idea. What I get, no, I prefer Man City to Arsenal. I know, and somebody can't figure and second more. You're anteter, and my for another pay, and some other show. So now follow Monday, Lord for say, what's me, General Criminal, either Saudi Arabia, and I said, Qatar, and a follow Monday, one of some other some General Criminal. Now, shockingly, I know because Bona Gonzalo Garcia, and Bonino, what you say, and some not let us say. Yes, sir, and performing on CP. Send your boy and stay our first team anymore. Body or Bobo Pan, Obisari, my dear friend, BR. When we have catchers and Gonzalo Garcia, I was so never everybody at the listener, coach and country, and perform some country, okay, and some maybe a club or championship, almost every Andre situation, and so one customer get to say, Jamaican best, and your mom, and as well, and a couple of Chilcock and some about Paris and Shoma, one training session, and about so, no man, Jamaican to our room, and then. When sir, Donaro, yes, a boy, say, I'm not for the channel. So I said, Coco Pratt, Shaman Musia, oh, what I say, any intention. So no problem, Bono, you know, Bono, where I saw Coco selfie, one sugar. Send your own national track, your father said, a year, Shaman Musia, no agent, Enzo Rolla, I'm also say, I didn't tell the people to meet to me as now deal with the atoms. I don't know, Shadow said, well, Coco Pro, be Obisha, not a million, where's our your fair, I'm a Kodana. You know, we are saying, I'm a 2014 World Cup on Manoya. Koya will say, woman, yes, down, Manoya, what to blow, I can't first, I'm Gonzalo, great team, Yaman Koa, can I get also? Only I will say, no prevent any danger. Say they are born and say, no be a cobos no to and be a mistake, I'm not going to pray. What a casa and I was set up, and I just tell you, Massa, when you said a beer, I was a go to the Soviets, will be a mistake, you crying to the answer. Now, only players you crack, as I said, the room of extended the contract, now on contract extension and a contract renewal and 7 no was a young from to gas at Dembele as a goes any at but Ballon d'Or young from a young to Naruma and there was so many to Naruma and against Liverpool all from against Aston Villa come from against Arsenal and the Paris Saint-Germain entering to us from Concoche and yet Champions League ni da tina Monfa and Ballon d'Or Emma client na your family challenge to Naruma bound to follow one from Aquacotru shout from Mommy maybe the color of Aquacotru just a Munich Yamiatum two some Aqua life Amanima and some by your friend or better catch us one of the air ambulance at a far but I don't call you a century and some other to us a couple your first Yaman Kwamabika from Anafi Yamaman Trust and also your chauffeur career house and a Koroku and my very nothing you don't su more young trust way.
I wanted to say that they are really, really sad.
Yes, guys. Please, Uba, no subscribe to the channel. Uba, subscribe to Velvet Online. So just subscribe. I feel na updates now, banner. Boss. Please, Uba, subscribe to the channel, YouTube channel. Luis Diaz to Barcelona. What do you think? Through our comment section, man. Start deal never Barcelona and Barcelona. This is Nico Williams. What do you think about it? Say, hopefully, Luis Diaz. No crazy Barca transfer season in Korea or call Barca there. Then let us know in the comment section. Gyokeres to Arsenal. What do you think? Deal a design. Hopefully, it's over call. And as Arsenal did on one of the names. So hopefully, it's over call. Let us know in the comment section. Please, Uban, so not subscribe to the channel. But not subscribe. Yeah, just let us know in the comment section. The injury, Mussolini injury. What do you think about it? Serious injury. Injury is serious. I think so. The player never taking the time as well back. Even so, back a crana. And easy this kind of injury, no. But you are subscribing to the channel. Let's listen to the analysis.
First guy.
Mango pie, they are kabuku. Serious.
Well, now, your big game will feel over the weekend. We are enjoying. Of course, it happens to be the biggest fixture our calendar, football calendar. Also, yeah, higher away there. Hamoko. So when he has there, kotoko, when you kotoko so has. Sana in common kwa ye fit neighbor no. The two be no gane na ko baby. We will come back home and discuss this game in more detail. But in change organization, you are doing now, and then on the show said that actually, I'm going to be brisa. Club World Cup na Koso na PSG. At this point of this conversation, Club World Cup na your body PSG. They have the squad there for Obia Shosha say Obinya with the team. They have a manager who really understands the game. Talking about top level coaches, me and say we are see, he's won the treble. He's had one of the best teams from last season ever. Now the kind of preparation was higher this season, starting from the Club World Cup now. And yeah, Mama Gina could say, You will recommit your hygiene next season.
Top coach.
You go on the and you money be brace up. The French Ligue 1 and you do family will recommit. After said Jose or slightly a careful Pep Guardiola China. You who's a club near Ancelotti. Our Pep will share our Pep no more and son or also me no you see near and Ancelotti free Europe across South America. Club said or course sabbatical or Kakome. Then Pep Guardiola remains the last master and then it's not out of nowhere. Eventually Premiership no. And Europe no deal America. Next season other top clubs signing some Amuru Christmas, everything they've been doing during the course of this pre-season, a bit manifest season here. But Maminya time, I mean, can full Ricky Pa for about 2 minutes. Coaching a very, very difficult job, y'all. Coaching a very, very difficult. Implementation of your ideas, 7 fit squad, now say M50 or more. What we need, now fans, as also. I enjoy whatever you want, you know. Now, more person, or more idea from. I know that it's difficult, you know. What we need trouble, no, what we need a Champions League, it's what they've been looking for. But literally, that's not what they've been looking for. They've been looking to cement themselves as part of the bigger clubs with PSG. And you're coming in and say, oh, PSG versus Champions League. So, seasonal coaches after seasonal coaches. I'm not confirming the the long list of coaches. But after winning the Champions League, your conversation is sound. Being the one who said PSG Champions League. Now, what you the ultimate changes. Now they want to maintain themselves as one of the big boys. Oh, Fredra. Oh, Madrid, the PSG versus friend hobby. Oh, Barca versus friend hobby. Oh, Liverpool PSG versus friend hobby. Yes, and that is the task. And then we Ricky, the better to see. He's won the treble for them, and what happens now? Say, maintain PSG as part of the elite. PSG fans no trust, no better. One thing I'm share, he had an attack without Ousmane Dembele. Upon his way, Bacola, and just 3 players right now. I want to find out 10-1. I'm not doing it easier, and of course, the belly free bench. Positional play, the fluidity and the flexibility within the system, you know, whichever idea they were implementing, over to define as attacking football. No, Ricky currently in the world game. Oh, yeah, do more did he buy in Ocean game will be our young show. Even on call from by 2 men down, 2 9 against 11 crown. Or stand question in a second. You know your company, no name is Sakra. I don't assess a company officer. But yeah, our host have abano. Our host have abano. Who said buy a team now on go production in the final third majority a center on Hurricane the Obey. Over whom I can listen, over who said Gina Brilliant or signed your call. Over who Kingsley Coman. But the goal scoring better, the two not down. Hurricane, the shoulders. Now, Hurricane so the goals from and from Bobo, but one main drop, creative hub of the team, no, Jamal Musiala. Say, no, send a fibula and a quacobi. Yo, no, Chim say. The club credits will be bare 4 months. And Sanoba. What did I say? Bayern getting Jonathan Tano solved some of the cracks they had against Inter and some of the big boys who were last season. Benjamin Sesko, aside Bayern do more coach to do. Aside Bayern, let do more coach to power. Now, within my heart, this boy, you have to call out this guy. Yes. Key players are the generation AP Ronaldo was in China, or mobile. This guy, Jamal Musiala, happens to be one of the best players currently. But yo, look at this injury. It's going to take this guy out of the game for almost about 4 months. It's so pathetic for Bayern. And of course, neutral fans that drop football. Jamal Musiala, now, very confident on the ball. Whatever he negotiated the final third now, and it's a who slots into that position as number 10. Foreign veteran, I call Liverpool. No. Now, my mom will keep a little bit. Because what traded here, collision is part of the game. Even know that when you have a blame more than a room. And yet, my daughter is very serious. And yet, yeah, and yet, open keep about two defenders and as strikers in your real Sepano with Germany, Oliver Camp. Goalkeepers are strikers in their move. Uber Channel 1-on-1, not and then I'm in a Castle over collision with Oliver Cannon. I mean, what should Oliver come? I'm not to bring out should Oliver come. Or Baboons is still proud. But to say, look at this reaction from the goalkeeper and so go ahead and say, what should I mean, no. Sabre confirm crack, I should have born it and wash the referee back. But only, no, a patrol will be a catcher. You watch it. Oh, tomorrow no deco, and it'll be drawn. Oh, Hakimi drawn attention. We now will see just. Some match will be the drawn attention.
Yes.
After this, not tomorrow go. But Hakimi can be reached there.
Your own situations are player now. I go for one in the goalkeeper. Ebinya bibi to say
it happens.
Na and net to this but or talk from say I'm saying no. No.
Hakimi catch them. Oh, training. You know, I feel I pass. Yeah, me talk foreign. I have a lot to say back home. It's the mommy from town this year.
Watch, Mate, Mike. Manumra
I see Musiala injury, no, idea, and you see, if you could trade a footballer, so you're a professional footballer, over trading BBR just to stay fit, I think that they would. The old one, yes, if I was sick, I wouldn't enough Fabra. Senebeya Wumpra, over Bobo now. Because almost every footballer would do that. The biggest threat to a footballer's career, Ayapra. And this is something you don't wish for even your worst enemy. You don't wish this. Clearly, and I say you know, there can be no justification say a club World Cup into Wakopra Derby. These kind of injuries are purely related to the sport. Whether we work Club World Cup and our Club World Cup, Club World Cup there will be fatigue related injuries. When in your fatigue related injury, a impact, contact. So anyway, it's here. And it makes me training. I can suffer this injury while training. It is very, very unfortunate. Sir, to Abranti, just a young boy.
After so many months, I born first.
Exactly. Musiala has never had a consistent 6 month period without injury.
Serious.
Talent ready oh. Basa ubenya mwadendi apopo ne dia twaso na any problem. And I feel very devastated for him. And you could clearly tell say they see him. And he has been not just on his teammates, but on one or Mujina Park. So even those in the stands, it affected them. You could see say the mood in the stadium, it got dampened. It affected everybody. The good thing they say, among my half time, Banky about twice over 2 minutes, I would have seen. In the half time, it gave my teammates enough time say, I'm on fire recover kakra, but it is bad, very bad. And fibula near the end, spend almost a bang. See what Dankaba or shinbone. And a fibula naked to one bang Dankabano was a shinbone neso kakra. Did the Italian Kakra, and then if fibula near friend bang. Now, clearly, if you check how we see it here, once a Musiala no be and the Muye do. I am looking at how he recovers and becomes new. NC. Inti Opa, I did be impacting the line of the way the person will be affecting the movement. When the Musiala will be very smart.
So you're speaking about the
Exactly.
Yes, hi.
And you will clearly see it affecting them.
As a player, Ben, as a fast, no, yeah, understand.
Okay, Eduardo.
It was like a team speaker, yeah, but I'm not saying
and one and I was in that day movie.
Most of them, some are so combined. As I do, who could have also.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, consider a age. So I may be obese. I will be here because who prano
and the
but I want to sound cautious. Yeah. I want to sound a kakra. Manona ya munya botre. Donnarumma, he feels it. I can't. So look at Donnarumma here. Give me in a cano. And Obiane, how was he responding to such situations? Obiane kind of has responded. It does not show. And I said it doesn't mean. And they said Donnarumma need to Timothy for him fan or insensitive na one question Musiala. No. I can't give me money now. Anytime he was free, say camera turn as well. He was thinking about that. But in this area, you can't reverse it. And that is the saddest part. Dear woman, no. I will just pray and wish Musiala well, but it will definitely have an impact on Bayern Munich. Player no many there, and then Bayern players, what of the Musiala player, what the game offered was Gnabry. Gnabry is no referee bubble. So we are going into a very difficult season. Now one of your key men, Epra. Now the referee bench abano. And they say, almost a Bayern accelerating moves for Diaz or per wing Gabia. This is also a reason.
Yeah.
This is a reason. Muleko. So attacking positions na Nkasano. Omwe Lucy Mula. Then Neguata Madna come open for Stuttgart or Mumi, although they've agreed personal terms. And Musiala Sanswa Kupra definitely will impact on their transfer plans. To a player and buy and bound who's here out of need and necessity. And then I didn't call baby and now we'll care about Kudus. If Kudus enters Bayern now, he will play if he satisfies the training demands of company.
10 running the always have bonus.
What 10 about wings will be? Musiala do it me use the wings because of tactical variations. And Kudus profile no. He is comfortable playing every forward position. Even if you want to use him as a second striker, Kudus bet me operate this out. So it is strange to me. So also Kudus say or Pepper or rejected by it. I want to know the terms. My person may good terms, no. And yes, I fancy.
Kudus.
My dream went in considering the situation, I'm sure here with Musiala, considering the situation, circumstances and all.
Or even after 5 months, no, and just buy another bubble.
No, and the way our company is, Bayern are looking to move Kingsley Coman on. Serge Gnabry, Omo Penaton, Leroy Sané. So, probability is Bayern will lose more forwards, it was so. Omo be jab more forward players, it was so. So even before say Musiala prior, there was a need for additions to their forward options.
True.
And Musiala could account and why be a and the Kudus in terms could be a buyer for no and say, or more fan of four. And I did not show respect. In the case of Chelsea, before being or they cast I said he will not look
comment sessions at Kudus
Chelsea's direction because I couldn't know more than once some of the comment. Me na na makofo bi abesema na ko pama Madueke mo ana see the ways to aben mafo bi before, so I am not your priority. So if you make such a stance regarding Chelsea, I understandable, but for Bayern I think whatever Kudus might have known or what has been presented to him, but I find it a bit disturbing. Se Kudus be catch Bayern say mempel na expect na mepe and well obi in the way you dey vanessa
Mate Mike me da say me promise na me say so e dey ne dey no e dey about say yeah this caps players them say no manya intwisa man for quite be to so Andrew Gomez so say Everton that time former Barca player no yes Omuna Premier Ramsey so also being so dear no and so a buy a hard you Jack Ocean Muna Crase Omuna so fasting Mesa
Yes, fancy, interesting to understand and remember surrounding the club work. I think it's new to them justice to the injury situation. Real Madrid they winning by 3-2 against Borussia Dortmund. And they had to also take Thibaut Courtois at the latter part of the game to make that save. We've always insisted and said, oh, the goalkeepers more good. In recent times, let me say, Thibaut Courtois putting himself in a solid position to compete against the top goalkeepers from our Belgium. So we are seeing more performances. And it was really clear as to whatever happened with Thibaut Courtois that save now against Real Madrid. I think there are still lapses around Real Madrid's game which they need to look at. But I've always insisted that early days yet. Now, Xabi Alonso, I think always still a lot in the players. I think the players don't want to adapt it. But there will always be winners and losers of a new coach coming to a club. No matter what you think about. There are always winners and losers. It's not the big because a player with as a coach we buy and the money one up in there. If one man the coach the person the player the 15, it doesn't mean the other coach now one in yard. And an own player so far so and a coach behind the system the player will try to. But I think you look at the Real Madrid setup and the biggest questions I'm out for this year say Mbappe, Gonzalo Garcia, and Vinicius Junior, two men the best starting.
Say also ball me and son. And I was two men the best starting.
Two men the best starting.
Rodrigo going to be a machine go.
Rodrigo going to be a some million common in Babaso. And the entire PSG and Yabri Rodrigo.
Man City so.
Man City so. Arsenal so. But all Real Madrid set up Nidia. A player mobile game now, which you call it 4-4-2 the ice cream. You need to what's the Diana 4-4-2 with Bellingham. At time joining Gonzalo Garcia. Then now Vava the money Vinicius may provided the with. Now you look at when Real Madrid everyone shape no more caught with the 4-4-2 with two midfielders, two attackers, two wingers now. And no, and now you bet me Mbappe, Gonzalo Garcia, and Vinicius from winning starting. Until they go with that particular kind of style, it's very difficult to see all three of them play in a single game. We got up a proper balance. Gonzalo then Chomani Bebani Fifi Dada. Vava the Bebani Fifi Dada. They will try and get Adabula. So Adabula call right wing, the corner Adabula and Bebosi. Vavadi will move to the wings. Or even operate in the role of the Bellingham. And on the field of play, on the one bit Master Sam Akile Mbappe have complemented Gonzalo Garcia. Three of them, and I mentioned how Xabi Alonso will do the but fancy. Matras Yache, Club World Cup semi-final na you might be a preview. Nyame Aduma Tuesday, Wednesday. But Mishamudia, I'm still thinking about how Real Madrid every Paris Saint-Germain film. I'm not saying he said Madrid ain't me and Paris Saint-Germain. They can't. But I'm still thinking about and looking out for ways Real Madrid can use to beat Paris Saint-Germain. Because the ultimate test for Paris Saint-Germain nowadays, fancy. And can Louis teams, almost their teams are technically they are good. About what they are more and they say they can beat them. But look at how they found a way. Saturday the Meka check up will say if there's a team in Europe, I will bet me Paris Saint-Germain at Tiajina. I'm good for good. A dominating possession. I'm born in Vienna by Munich. The time the class has a meaning engine, I say. The technical quality of by Munich, and then the intensity of home midfielders we provided within the game, and tell me more match Paris Saint-Germain. Fancy, you don't underrate players with disabled academic. Technically, we're solid. Pavlovich, you can't underrate that. The intensity they will give to you, Conrad Lima. Opera can be a bit like born here, two forms here. Opera can be born on the Boba. And some of more goalkeeper from boss are winning more and more. So ever see impossible negative possession. I never saw a way Bayern Munich. Also for the first time in so many games. I've been appearing this year team about the body bow. Opponent to the ball be pa. Liverpool will be by Liverpool their first by 30 minutes. But Bayern Munich they throughout the whole game until the goal. Michael Olise almost threatens in and out. But you look at Bayern Munich, and I'm catching a couple say, I did a bit Bayern Munich show up on defensive lapses. I want to lose focus within the circle of a moment. A bit of see ya.
Emma ball at Panyan, a cotton net. The second goal almost acquiring, so you could see this companies and other balls. But we're born a moving ball. Hey, I'm not more from more, not much children, and what they consider. You look at Real Madrid and how they are considered. I think in terms of possession, in your mother brave here. Now, me, I will come and preview the game properly. But I'm still looking out for ways Real Madrid can hurt Paris Saint-Germain. Especially when they have Aquacunya red card. You say you should be say Pachu. Paris Saint-Germain should be say Pachu. We won't come and look at those things. But I'm still thinking about it due to the quality of football Paris Saint-Germain are done. And then how my team is facing every single opponent. Fancy, I think the players are ready to be Bacola.
Why?
If they are getting Rodrigo, they are ready to sell Bacola. Their front three normal person of Rodrigo will fit in every single rule of whatever man or pitch. In the absence of Dembele, anyone until Tiasene Shadaya Dumasa, it was the real desire to be Bacola, Kivicha Pasqueda. First half, how are we moving swiftly near there? And there was only one moment in a Bacola near me and you. I don't know what they said, and it's not productive enough. So I think Paris Saint-Germain will look beyond Bacola because Dembele is super proud. And I think PSG is trying to manage Dembele. The time, getting a player like Rodrigo to partner the likes of a desired way, and Kivicha Pasqueda will give them enough options. So Dembele will come to free bench bar and distribute more enough options. So we are ready to see whatever that will happen with this particular transfer. But I think Arsenal for Gyokeres, I am a dead and the man room for a center forward. This is what we have always been asking Arsenal to do. Because we check on team profile, whatever they want to do. They need a proper center forward. They need one. It's the first in the basic. Sorry, me in this particular time.
Well. Let's talk about some of the transfer updates now, Abano. Seriously, Kudus reject Bayern Munich. Obianti has said, why are Kudus be rejected by Bayern Munich? Because I think that as for Bayern Munich, there, Bayern Munich is a big team, very, very big team, and I think that it would be better for Kudus to go to Bayern Munich. What do you think? So, hopefully, say Kudus. Correct, Kudus be rejected by America. I mean, who comment section because Mentia said Kudus power rejected by America. Go be our West Ham. Hey, now Tottenham now they can compare by America. So me go Tottenham now me go by America. No. I don't think so. The right thing. No, it's not good. You better go to Bayern Munich. Yes, better team, more better opportunity. They will play the Champions League. You know, some boy, and then they will get to the semi-finals, quarter-finals. Champions League, I thought I'm going to go. So why do you want to go to Tottenham? No moment time qualified. The woman qualify once. I feel German Europa League no boy. But I think that okay, this time around they won the Europa League, so they will be playing the Champions League. So fair enough, but still it's better to go to Bayern Munich. Yeah, let's take our second story. That is, we'll start for Real Madrid. Real Madrid lineup, and they say they're more than yes. Say Rodrigo of all people, then you should know. Say, Real Madrid front three, not easy at all. Even when the last match on boy, everybody knew Mbappe no fit, but Alonso decided that still fix Gonzalo Ramos, Gonzalo Garcia, yeah, sorry, and I'm not any Real Madrid anymore. I just some way. Check here as lineup now. Bellion one started from midfield or started from forward. Yes. So for Mbappe, Vinicius, Stella, Rodrigo go Stella. That's all of them. And Yampo, Onyanko, still Real Madrid rather because everybody wants to play for Madrid. So if you have the opportunity to play for Madrid, why would you want to go to different places. That is why I know, sir. But I think sir, Real Madrid front line idea, no joke. So when your selection, say Real Madrid player now with your attacker forward, should take it serious. You could even see a map BM that second half, not easy. Not any break, no bezo should go because they are not denying. Small boy and Abano, Gonzalo Ramos. I keep saying Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Garcia. Since Bayern, he has been scoring almost every match. Or 6 matches, I should be 5 good. And easy. And no coach will bench him. Even though a young guy, academy player, hey, I you man, but what me but compare Mbappe, but so I bought 6 matches, I shot 5 goals. Wow, incredible stuff. Very 5 matches for incredible stuff I had there, and I justify no opportunity no nyaya as Mbappe prior na no be opportunity to play no. I'm feeling agro. Make sure anytime be obenya a chance to play piano or show BB and the coach in swim say no kind any abre. That is why you could see that the coach I'm making sure some an opportunity in football nature. Sometimes or some senior players not Garcia, Gonzalo Garcia, not that football. No sir Vinicius no because young guy no woman or yeah there. Our next story. Real Madrid versus PSG. Wow, incredible stuff. Real Madrid versus PSG. What a match. I wish says how much we Nanka final. Yes. Yeah, Real Madrid versus PSG. Wow. And so much Nanka final. FIFA Club World Cup the best because it's easy. All these two teams they've done well. And with the semi-final, that will be the match of the round. Serious match. Who do you think so be winning that match? Real Madrid and PSG. Me who comment section on. Why not feel so be winning? Real Madrid versus PSG. Why not feel so be winning? Me who comment section on. So if you say Madrid be winning, just type Madrid. So if you say PSG be winning, me who PSG because in this small match, Barcelona, yes. Alonso be the baby, try say best take claim, but Luis Enrique is on a small coach. Try since or by no age man, Enrique, age man. I win the Champions League, I win the league, I win the cup match, I win the treble. So we should know say you can also easy, sir. Please, I know subscribe to the channel, please. And as and then say the already have a good maybe I don't know to do Gyokeres. I think say about Arsenal because say just 5 million difference from price is no more but now. Arsenal will add it up. I think say to get to a point Arsenal will first say okay, let's just pay and let it come because they really need a striker. Yes. The Mohammed Sesko, but Arsenal Gyokeres is not personal now. Yes. I still think say yes, Isaac will be a better striker for them than Gyokeres and Sesko. But if they really want Gyokeres there, why not? I know they should go for it. Yeah. But I want to know in the comment section, Sesko ne Gyokeres, who do you think say a better striker? Because our two players, our two strikers, I just don't know the difference. As a ball, no, I quite the same. Always as a Gyokeres more of a goal scorer, but as a Sesko no sunity age more. But I think that they seem similar. As a the same kind of strikers. What do you think? the two of them, who is better? Gyokeres, Sesko? Let me know in the comment section. Yes. Okay. And the Techi. Yes. Okay, let's do local football in the because I know how to talk about match and so. And that's a good one. What do you think? Referee no in Monday more match no who is saying. So referee no ya there and now I know there. Referee no ya there and now I know there. Go referee. And that's a good one.
The quality of the game.
Into
The more respect you give now, the more we do enjoy.
has versus Kotoko.
There's so much of this. Many Michael have Kotoko has no about I go ahead and grease and then maybe 1 year. Roughly 2 minutes, they are not about their pay. 2 minutes, they are not about their pay. I don't like to say, I don't know, you know, as I pay will give him the go and not give him flow. Say the city Panama. But on the day, I think the central referee did his job well and made sure Fancy will enjoy the intensity, the flow, and atmosphere around this particular game. Fancy, if you are not central referee in the two chair, I think the line one, Juma Kakra, but also the mistake was Peter Dubois. What you said within that moment, you know, I think that is where the linesman got it wrong.
Yeah, because
it happened within like 2 minutes. Because you take Peter Dubois outside now, and has bought the buy. Emma has been at the equalizer, line 2, you should say outside. So within 2 minutes, 2 decisions have created a certain controversy around a game where a lot of Ghanaians were enjoying. Personally, I feel that the standard of refereeing when it comes to linesmen in our country, the fancy, and then American, it will need to improve. Because I've seen so many offside calls within the country, and to be a it may be a bit come on, say referees, especially assistant referees. Two will be a really movement, come on, tell a movement into many offside. So many to highlight, so many to say, because how to measure it and get it right, you know. I think sometimes they overlook it, maybe offside, but not onside, which they need to find a proper balance in between the two to get the right decisions at the right time. It was in no, there was no way saying, Mike, how many people grab because I'm more. You was only being closer to them. Now, Peter, me to have 1 half. Then you look at House of Folk again, how quick it was. Not the time as at when I kick ball and ever the far post. For House of Folk player, I need to connect it. Then you understand, sir. It's just some key minute details.
Acknowledge
where
our
everything would have
viewers.
been avoided. Maybe just 2 minutes. Some Peter, me to have one outside that. So embassy will happen within the 2 minutes now. So we should know how we should deal with things and make sure so officiating will be up to something. Like man, there fancy. Pesa errors no my there. But no 6.5 over 10. But for the center referee, I think he was on top of his game. He controlled the game so well, the tempo of the game and the temperament. When you look at so he was right on course. First one or then player enemy. You could see the referee was on top of the game and was ready to give those goals. Where penalty not GL. Obinabaka just wasn't a penalty because the arm of Zachariah is far away from the body. Far away from the body. And then also come on now, fast on the shooting. So I'm so happy with officiating and my memory retina calling some more about but because you will me Manuel de la Banu but I think Regina, what a good show. You match the occasion so well and you did well.
Okay, let us see. Mike, my memory, what should we have
for another big game now? Officiating a bit play a part in the discussions na mempe sir. I don't like it that way. Say your game of this nature, we should have been discussing more thoroughly. Didi Dramani and then the first outing as a class of coach Karim Zito and some of the new players they did Ras and Tikodoko team name. But the contentious decisions that were taken and I take it center stage, which to me shouldn't have been the case. We FA Cup final, and if I was a referee officiating rules in ACA, and either way, I think they have not really done a lot of good to erase that. So money then to improve. And as a public, then they've done little in terms of education.
Okay.
So there is a huge role or responsibility, as we can say, at directness of Ghana. And it is time they start acting. If it's their performance, they should back up. If it is about the education, then they need to go out there and then speak to the public. And the best way is to team up with the media. Yen church emramo. Peter Amidu offside na yeje no. Was it an offside against Amidu Akwa or Kwame Poku? Say Kwame Poku a send am ralisika. Amidu Akwa a DNT na offside.
Yes.
The House of Folk situation and you're very contentious. Me can't find out. I'll say me catch you say, are you good? And I say you're offside. I will not be fair to you and your audience. My share video now be seeing there. And I joke from Enra. And be seeing the game. The message will be on DH1 10 p.m.
Okay.
I think it's almost delay, almost 30 from 10, 11 or so. 11 minutes after 10. We should be a so. Me and Kasame editing of a video source if it's 40 FM. Now be BM and open and be posted too. You can't even conclude even with such evidence. Say you good and I say you good. Say you're offside and I say you're offside. The positioning of the assistant referee too, the Lagbano. The ocean was screens we the positioning. So and ultimately cynical, but then again a better understanding of offside when it is triggered or otherwise. Okay, yeah. Referee one assistant one flag here until player and then the 9 car ball no. So that is when it is offside. Then we come and check his positioning before the ball was kicked. I believe when the referees team up with the media and help, so they bring out here. But I can't best explain than a well-trained referee or you're recognized by the GFA, CAF, and then FIFA. Send your referees instructor, they see who are the actual. It is different from myself. And I might even be a fan, be a media man there, but I might be affiliated to one of these clubs. It might trigger a certain bias on my part to come and explain. The referees, also said they have an image to protect and a reputation to portray. Make themselves known, and then they should start with these education initiatives.
Because the okay, Mike, may just say, I will be a fab as a number and Mukakra.
Yes.
I feel by say, also now, I feel almost say, penalty require close proximity. It's a bone of bones, I may be a bang pana or bang pass a refuge in the but 1 year, Obi Poli near can say they are protesting. So,
consistent thing that the FA, the referee should champion. The season be as here, I have stakeholders. And you would didn't come up. Your workshops near the club licensing for best start your workshop. I think we should also make it a constant feature. And when your pre-season programs say the referees will have an avenue to meet clubs. They can meet the club administrators, playing body, coaches, the new laws, modifications happen. Especially the controversial ones. And a penalty there, a offside there, update them on these developments. Oh yeah, a seminar that will involve a lot of football fans. But then again, the referee should champion, making it a frequent arrangement. So mobile media platforms so we have done similar with retired refugee came in. Time I know was on, but not here. Everything is right. Yeah.
And you could see that at a point in time after every session, Obenyo be obefre, I just okay, they are Matthias here. First, not Matthias here. A lot of these reactions are from Namintias here. Nipano Kotias here. Assignment biases. Kobe, ye cool kakra. But the Brinana complaining of Dubuana and Tiasie. And you say, I see who we assume. Assume, Dieno, a woo reference no, a woo media man. Let us team up, find collaborative ways to educate the public about the loss of the game. And you're very crucial. And the many why I commentary, but Brinana not even abreast with them run and to some parts, in some parts, yesterday, your commentary be yes, for a commentator to actually conclude, Charlie, there is no better showman than Shatawale. Obi Obekachi Obi Obwa. I'm telling you, sir, me say showman beyond Shatawale. Oh, the showman now your mama cannot be supported.
Wow.
Me say,
We are the Opulio.
showman beyond Shatawale. And you see the aura that guy has or possesses. Oh, Bompire is over maybe. And no normal for somebody to control the street and then control the crowd for a consistent player like that has done.
Yes.
And entertainment near your mom, but I need to fix it in.
Everybody give in the board.
I need to fix it in. Winning. You might have time. Normally, you get the contest now. Half time, no, now, this guy single-handedly charged the atmosphere, even engaging the president to sing. Tino, I perform, I understand, but the occasion called for what he did. He spoke street language. We are corporate, you find it a bit offensive, no words you see here, but he's from the street. He needs to portray that side.
Smiling Mafia.
The smiling mafia bit was a necessary joke to trigger officialdom. To kaya video no sawusha or Chatawale ka smiling mafia. The sports minister Kobo Mahama no mostly kakra. Or ka smiling mafia living, what did he do? He added a performance into what? Or grabbing the attention of the president before he unleashed a song. And that's what now you have your Peru. I don't know if it came out of the intuition at the spur of the moment in the idea, but it was a well choreographed display of performance. Let's all share that. I may person have a TV. Maybe I'm a could not be doing common phone, so why busy? Smiling Mafia Minister, what is it? Yeah, go. No, you nominate the idea or the Atuaso. So the decision to involve Wally, I am a big Stone Boy fan, but on that level, solid, proper performance. Solid. And this guy took it to the next level. Then again, Professor Chukwuemeka said, "Baby, Obi, wait my recording video where they are sending them. Who be there on your stage now?"
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Tartan tracks.
So good. Thank you very much. It means that there was a solution to a challenge that was bedeviling how I use the sports facilities now.
Yeah.
I doff my hat off for your Pofanka. Me to check the man.
Not to catch you so. Say they can boss stadium show. Me a shishin kono grass no so no. You boss stadium say born and now Tartan tracks so but be a fancy tea. So no can be gate na.
Exactly.
Obi am a high end pitch.
Exactly. Now go a cordon of pitch no. Yeah. Maybe at home. Ya Pofanka. In a coupon shell.
One so in San Quebec fire.
I never seen a coupon shell. You see, normally for move fast stage in the crown bow. Normally I'm a almost time back pitch so. Yeah. Normally beating us so. No more than so after. Oh, move your wait, no performances on the pitch. You see, I love how they pay particular attention to this. And this way, no, and the standard bearer. Any other event in the stadium will be a penny say, yeah.
pitch, you see, the pitch is a shrine. You govern it with seriousness and alacrity. Send your own to me, Conantis and your open beyond for your open Kurabus and Fieno. Sounds on a pitch, pitch.
No step.
Fine before so basic pitch in a zone. Yet the one in Kessiabo, and at times they can even fine you for trespassing. Yeah, pitch and I said, yeah. Nancy high school games you are more. They did well by mounting a stage outside. But still now man for the agro pitch in the zone. Everything is my bay.
I was an honorable sports Minister rather. Echo post is Mr. Barbara here. To say he didn't come last week for the post, say I'll tend to fix Barbara Sports Stadium. Local mobilization to get started. Fundraising ideas. See, Commander, kind of after and also when
yeah, Baba will soon occupy and watch now.
Or the minister,
when expired it, yes. So kudos to the NSA for that wonderful initiative. Security. And Ramikwe Kugudu, 17 crime. Na, my point, sorry, me the bush never could share my TV. What about the Quintia? Aside saying free, are the cost factors anyway, and said, it was a secure and a safe environment. A foster family gathering. It was share. Oh, baby, I did energy or memoir. It will be pro on your football fan in tea or tea quick smoke a tea at a wallet tea will blame your mobile count or beba. In the Nibaj or be interest, Then again, Sam Koda Baha a brooding. Here we are there. The atmosphere allows for women and minors to come here and enjoy the atmosphere. When it's a baby, I'm saying this. Your football, it is not dead. And you acquire a fast one, you portray a package, a pushy, a promote game, and a problem. I have issues with Gaka about their promotional plan. What is the promotion is never from Bar?
Absolutely,
not promotion was from, but even with that, your dear Bar say don't buy, which is okay. But the biggest issue is we look at this and let it be the indicator. Send now the player you can say. Yeah, football matches say it is an event. An event. I'm repeating, an event. And the moment we start teaming up, the moment we start collaborating, and the moment government pumps in the necessary support, we can change the face of our game. Maybe high school for the music festival, and you know, boy, I don't know.
Yes.
I did be an entertainment to be honest. It has an attraction. In the football, what it is lacking now, entertainment. We used to get that entertainment aspect. We're born enough first of all park in the sun. But then saying we complain, say the standard of our game, you play no akofon. Why don't we infuse external entertainment into football to grow the sport? We might not necessarily need artists performing week in, week out. But there are various forms of attractions. You never can money. It be the idea about young far SHS. That is a perfect idea. We have no mobile ball. And for that way, mobile ball, they are there for the excitement, the enjoyment. Who is almost saying why in any general? But it leaves an impact. And so be almost so to free up or the Kotokoneko. These are the next generation of football fans, and we need to start the soul-winning process through initiatives that you already over. Dance competitions. You find your map packages in your born. Name Pejanko. Now, yes, a quachari of this kind of when Nabamo and I'm a boy, I said, Ghana gas money, we more mobile say, a more pitch panel say, and I'm a boy. Good. It is Kakum. Stand by, you want to buy. It should tell us something. I understand Black Stars is a primary product. But again, football before they go to Black Stars, a chance here for baby. If government is committed and is serious about growing the local game, pump in much resources, sika, expertise, technical, the last one, a media coverage. Some of them baby now some make us out media coverage. GH1 gave us a good game.
Yeah.
But then again, I insist, even their coverage was not perfect, but it was better than what we've been used to in the last year or so.
So GH also direct from Oman Castle.
Yeah, all the time catch us say OB van, GH meta mo IB.
Yeah.
OB van are near one. Sa OB van. Nobody in Ghana had it. The capacity was there. It was about the commitment. But I want to start this. In as much as GH1 gave us a better coverage, it can still be best or excellence if we form some kind of a media consortium. Media capacity in the one game. Because the only season they might struggle. To help again, the media needs to come together. There must be that collaborative effort. TV3, GH1, let's form a media consortium. And then let's put in all our resources. And this TV3 they are 500, GH1 they are 300, GTV they say, yeah, come on, I bet me a page standard na we will get quality cameras, quality personnel, because the best of TV3, the best of GH1, the best of Metro, never Kabul, and the commentary, then we telecast our local football product, FA Cup, Premier League, and Mani League, in all the area. You will see how the game will change again for extensive coverage. GH1 will be also on the TV will be here. And a mother will now so share. And the neighbor again, no, until we say, you will never be brave to me from Emra DC, and very positive. Let us draw from the positives more. Remember, you do come on about referees, and say, this should be the starting point of a positive change. And we again.
Oh, Mike, Mate, let us say, Maza, Meba, we are new at the alcohol, from the tactical point of a year in the funeral. Wamia Shenwa, Neoma, Korokone, House of Folk, yes, people.
The biggest concern we should have about Ghanaian football is if we decide to intentionally invest our time and resources in it, because we share proud to this particular game, government is involved, Gauka is involved, FE and Penny for is involved, every single stakeholder, including supporters, is involved. Fancy. So look at the proper organization we had yesterday for one-off game. Now, this same energy to come together and make our league better,
it's near my broso.
Because if you are now, Ashanti Regional Minister, was a go behind $200. Memoir. I'm a Greater Accra Regional Minister.
Yeah.
So, say, go behind here $1,000. Memoir. Now look at Omumi. There's a certain picture on the internet. Now, who say, Madam Honorable in the Oklu, and said, Dr. Franco, Franco is on I brought Ras Stadium on. Now, Dr. Franco is a Shako Jesse. And Madam in the Oklu said, how to folk Jesse. So you could see, sir, the enthusiasm and the attention given to the game from these things. I think it's high time our regional ministers pay close attention in developing the various regions, clubs, and supporting them and pushing them. Fancy, because if they are involved, their people will come and watch games. If they are involved, they will find ways to commit in terms of finances. Because problem, fancy, if you are not closer to the problem, you can't find out this kind of solution about media boy. It's not the idea whether to screen you in terms of Asema Ashanti regional minister. But I'm so impressed with organization. I'm so impressed with the president's presence and also the buyer. You look at the timing of the deal and then so and the crowd they buy anyhow atmosphere and they free. Fancy, everyone was literally happy about yesterday's game. This is a standard. They look and say, Gaka, what a bully day clubs, no matter what, yes, Ramo, and then Gaka president's cap on one and Gaka top for one. We are begging you.
The same energy near Adrian with the Brian organizations. Your former from Union Committee, the sports minister, the regional ministers, keep a close eye on those who are handling our football. Meaning FIFA and Mount Quite will be interfere. By keeping a close eye, meaning you can support them anywhere, anyhow, and also put them on the right track when they need be. Because again, they are far, Obia enjoy. Get near that, Obia in the bush of the gate, and I'm happy, say, Ebioma, Akwaku USA for Kaka Present Cup. Maybe how they are going to deal with the Kaka top 4. If they are going to play. And I think that the back also a boy, match will pass here, the timing. The timing.
Later, almost had a push in the 5
p.m. near the arrival, but the timing of the friends said they know what to see. Because normally, the Republic Day, the first July, is Wednesday, right? Osha nipa wo kurumo mo beye adwuma nti uka se o bie kra na nipa no do say na be pon adwuma at Wednesday let me aba. Now they wait Friday a holiday me boa. Obi anko adwuma Friday, obi anko adwuma Saturday, or tifie kwa Sunday they will come. So the timing of said games and a lot of things. Me na mind come have a strong discussion with some key players on what to kwa more other countries with how we league, you know, or more time in the more how we could see the ideas that were coming out. We can do better with our league and get many people to watch as much as possible. Let me give them 8/10 in terms of GACA with contribution of my government, 8/10 with their contribution, especially with regional ministers involved, a lot of things. We can do well with Ghana football. Anyway, near Famboa will be a hunting in high of fancy.
Okay.
Well,
my member Newton when I Newton fan call a board no so na share game mo enra asante koroko ekwa from a go down kwahia house for 2-1 and no a game and so eba so new say we be fan
yeah we have a call we have a call my voice auto eba yeah you're bad up and I'll come and cast me my main cast me be that I come here your kind of camera main camera your camera. Oh, say, Juma, yeah, football, Juma, and each and every time, you share your opinions. But I told you, yeah, now, oh, share situation, you see, feel yourself. Oh, share your opinion, it becomes very difficult. Some position, let me just see, you know. Like, I see American, Tintin, and I say, offside, and no seam run. Yeah, and come a discussion on it.
Sir, how's the
So, yeah.
They has good
the majority of the situation, you know, I really want to put myself on. Yeah, very difficult to authenticate the ball. We say, very tight. Even if we are software degree, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Picture from the time and I play another football. Say, you're fan from time back in football. Yako. Now, so Momo and Fa OT on some drum line. No matter which will draw line and answer. Driving
now, because into the TV, see that I'll buy the second trophy at the Saka for Krobia and could you to a or young Krobia to make the team very formidable. Next season, Kotoko have different competitions. Am I ready? Yeah, now the recruitment will be Africa. We forget, say we have one or two domestic competitions, and because we feel so. Do you know in the first half? I'm a lot of room. We told them to the technical reporting. I had second half about the changing what I was trying to put across, but Didi, in fact, he has to be given a lot of time. The team animation wrong. He has to be given a lot of time.
Sure.
Didi, you in the first half. When your team implodes, yeah, they're very difficult for the man. Now, away from the two coaches, you know, Kamara should be very, very careful. You see, Odama big club one. And now I get trophy you piercing chain, near the young watch on the Sadiaba. Sana to what we do. Say, come ball for. Man for Ghost Stars, example. Over for Ghost Stars, and I get trophy. Okay, which one do this? But for club like Kotoko has book no yaw. Or performance today, so I'm sure to become. If you're living the man on the crown, or performance now, I want you to. So Kamara, hey, one goalkeeper, the performance it has to grow. Now, errors, talking about the height, structure, how he commands in the back line, and all that. Kamara is doing a good job, but there's a bit of a story said that the performance now. When you hear about Kudus between United and Tumpo and your mob, look at this. Now, I'll check here the real TV show. When the basic era Kamara and the team is fearful no who you because when they mean a graphic in the free now, but the chalk like I want you as it was for, but the context is that
Tumpo halfway line now,
only she bought.
I think Nankasa crown a day no more say visibility crying.
Yes, yeah. So, what should I critically if you put all connect, and I work in different places. I didn't you call and before you realize the number that was another era. In fact, the pressure and back Kamala Super when your boss against Heart of Lions. Big error. Big error. Now goalkeeping department happens to be the foundation of most successful teams. Goalkeeping department, So a bus win team and fixable problem about super. You can have some of the best attackers in the game. But a goalkeeping department, one fix it or make sure. So Kamara competing with other goalkeepers like Frederick Asai, and the two more Club Banner, we've all come to understand the fact that Kamara is the first choice for Club. No, first choice, he hasn't really won the confidence of the fans. Fan base, Omo Dasomo, Omo Adrian said, Kotoko Africa, league next season. Free competitions with Kotoko Nemu or Bakwa Ope. Onyamu Bakwa Nami Ope. Now watch this. Apart from Heart of Lions, apart from Kofito, this happened and Hamza Eprebono edited it. Who says the career for saying the disability? Now it had a power. But there was a big communication issue. The career for saying the body by train hold about Kamara because he spoke to him. Or train hold and said, if Osha, this is Zach about the writer. Yes, because Kamara man shouts. A man shouts so good and Kamara is so one. A spirit of Hamza and Mina at the ball to it. Now that came to my mind to say, there's Aziz Adari, one goalkeeper, or pushing Kamara. Now, me must my person can say, no, I'm going for Adari, me too. Now, the performance in the quite say 50% average be, now, as I can say, we come back to Kamara. About Saudi, you're not confident as a coach. But as I said, between these two goalkeepers, say Kamara bought for the national team, whatever level he's got into. Darius is so dressing. He's valued 125,000 euros on the transfer market. When the attackers they press so on the volume, it will group between the goalkeepers to make a decision as early as possible. My direction is Francis acquire a very, very good player for the team, for Ghana national teams, but when you're ahead of Patrick Asidu, in my opinion. When you're ahead of Patrick Asidu. Yes, every coach has the liberty to change and make shuffles. The team technically, tactically. But Francis by, straight into left back, you're not allowing the guy to compete for the position, Allow him to compete. Just allow him to compete. Because for left back position, Patrick Asidu has been solid ever since Obaye. And even it's not core and the Patrick Asidu. I am not speaking in defense of Patrick Asidu. I don't represent him. We are all talking in the context of Kotoko, a good team. And Patrick has come in a very good time out of competing. My direction said Francis by him. No call shed in a coso. The coso Bakumi quickly opportunity with our no any chance. But to put Francis on the left back and especially Patrick has said we can compare right wing. One, a bit more say coach for solution for the team. Kotoko number 7 year one to tell me I don't know this so put that right wing about the left. In terms of a solution, the solution, according to the coach, might be Patrick Asidu. But to what effectiveness at the left back? Me trying now with advance opportunity, not me to so I say. It's still the problem now, that's what you know. So Coach Zito would have to work around something our left back position. And if you want to set your Juma, could you set your Juma? Could you set your Juma? In my opinion, Kosoko needs a defensive midfielder or bites. Defender, dear my old body, the trouble, all my own say, for born never seen a corner on 9 or 10, I set is a very excellent ball distributor. But we will judge our ball in the afternoon. It allows the flow of the game. Excellent midfielder, but he needs a partner. And my direction said, Hilaria double Benjamin Sesko. Hilaria double for RTU, for Salatex. and then for Krobia, I think we're doing pump also. In a double pivot, 1 and 2, what's going to set? A bit giant, Emmanuel entry. I'm like more flamboyant. I said, I'm saying.
Because I'm not entry, so now I'm for Bonabaso.
Oh, yeah, Juma. Oh, yeah, I mean, to your part, I back on the set there. No, me, Messi, by pivot 1, pivot 2. We're showing now we are selecting, we're moving out, now we are selecting. Then, Emmanuel entry, but we are quite ball or distribute. This guy is excellent on the ball. And Larry Adabo is very excellent. On the Bugatti, and Anki Rona Obono, he loves to have that freedom with me at the Bonatutu. And now, but one pass there, I want to show you that game. Shall they be one? Or yeah, double cancer, because of most cancer, or Shanabatimi before the arrival of the ball, and when the ball got so close, or Sasu, look at this. He switches the pressure from the midfield to the wider zones. And I'll set it out. Now, watch something here. I don't know, should if I sent the first one and then the second one before.
Can't really chance.
Nice. These are the micro details you look around to look for in terms of analyzing midfielders. I don't know, certain striker and honor. I bet I'm what it goes. So I am looking at something, say, if you're basically by Hilary Double, Seth Kodjo, and then Emmanuel Entry. Or me, I'm very, very solid in the 4-3-3. Then my problem is the right winger. Peter Miduaka and a warrior of the match. And in my opinion, as someone back up away, a beginning begins, but let me say this. We're very, very important to Kotoko right now, as in most of the players. Peter Miduaka. For the age, for whatever stature is built within the second. They're talking about the buy. When grab and maybe tell you to left the effective zone, in Fafaso. But I know they're going to free them. Meaning, he said the second or third season will grow. When a long-term contract to pay you, and your captain for the only 5 for final tour. Captain for only 5 for final tour. I don't know. Yes, that is how the game has got into.
Now they are tied down.
When they are tied down, one man is actually relevant. I don't key members in your bit actually. And this time, then the other two money, two money. You don't find anybody in terms of transition. And Peter, we do now. Yeah, what is happening now when you're 18 September? You may have 19 years. The value of the transfer market was so papa this boy. So Kotoko, who know a bar now Sabbath to the say yes, I started from the scratch. But look at the kind of squad I could say. Who be Jones squad and the boys miss so. And we are looking for somebody I belong to the future. Peter, now watch this go. I said to them buy now. Or yet free Benkuman Faso. Now you have an effective zone.
Okay.
You are Saka now then you want and a coach, coach Zito, yes, skills, you know, the Peter Kotos, one of the part to say the twice, yeah. And watch Peter, one-on-one situations, he cancels the ball, manipulates a lot of the spaces around the danger zone. Yes. I know the ball by inside. Now, Carney Chukwuemeka, we do want to make a big Carney Chukwuemeka. It's in the capital once. So, Kotoko, I'm not going long-term contract to pay him dollars now. Fernando, but nobody did $1 square, you know. You're good money here. Give these guys the money. Extend your contracts. Let money bigger role. Oh, Tim, you're not in jail. I can't join with and only can carry a compatibility. In the final 10, I think I quite the partnership between a better one.
I bet no hundred. No one that say the guys that say all the sense to become because a player about calling a bar. Woman was a shell by a better one because only enough.
The one thing. Now, on a couple partnership on air fire. Africa and Koto fans and any Japan 2 players will team. If they can feed them more, of course, the chemistry, the rhythm between the 2 players. But one game, I think a Vienna. I'm a time shoot you. I can't focus you here. I'm a time what you share. No. You can't figure to come and think of him. Say, how much of what here? And I'm not sure pass not the man or not.
Yeah.
Look at that pass.
Before now, when you came first half, no, born now, it must swim at the coil.
Yes.
Who will see us what has different amounts of panel of Faquero. There are options. A woman say the also kill the ball. But that's a win for part. And what to them say, second half, we were in eyes of a pass. We could go for goal.
I'm going to go and now, it reminds me something. This is not the first time I have spoken consider from a long ball situation. We need Kevin Assassin, maybe okay. Kumasi. Somebody pick up an over, and you send the ball straight into the opposition box, as well box, you know. How to be clean around the box about the problem they might have to Similar situation Credit Yadom. And then Yandu Credit Yadom, so you do okay. So it was the second time me who's a back on the show quite check a crack. And see the time I just blame check crack. Or now Bobby of Fifio 1-2 Sunday Longo. Now Didi would have to work around that because the person we know and it takes up probably the buy the border there it will be hooved into your half. But how to deal with it? Or not come Pokemon the pressure when it is not sure if you buy also about it, you know, and Albert. I mean Albert born now slide that square pass the two boxing unity or yeah the car. It's the first one. Yeah, Albert boss I born now but upon from me. It's me a shadow on the Poku Kakra. Or Bonnier Pappy, Bonnier Pane, Pappy. What a corpus, put up for the city. Well, you know, so cry. The weight of the past solid, but upon Fanny did a very good or the weight Kakra too. Come to Quechi. And it's not a good born up on tonight. Well, pressure I've been on the mark, credit at the mark, waiting and surviving. And they said, I can credit as someone. Yeah, watch this situation. The same long board. The same long ball. The same long ball situation. When so I bet in the fire. I bet in the fire ball. Yeah, the one there. It's like Africa needs such striker. You need one balls into position for. I mean, similar thing. So whenever there's an error, on my error, you feel the punishment of the error. Not that far ball now quickly. Or boy, you quite quickly. Now you should have to talk goalkeeping departments, you know. Benjamin Sesko, it looks a bit light. It looks a bit light. She said, Krobia, Kwakofa, Aziz Dari, between first choice. Or never can come around. Benjamin Sesko, then Sharif. I mean, we move Sharif, but this is a big occasion, y'all. We will not let two who be buy, who better. So without Benjamin Sesko, how's that going to go? Since you look at Benjamin Sesko is now a national team player too. Last time it's not a game back. If you know as a ball 3 games to us, how do you go? Now from set pieces, and then a judgment is a bit poor. They can't Sharif say a ball corner, say about free kicks. Your ball floated balls, you know. Then a judgment and a decision making not a bit undecisive. Or no call with more authentication. Say, boy, you could here. I have 100% assurance. He didn't really demonstrate that level of confidence. Has for goalkeeper, meaning has keeper there. I mean, he does everything the defenders need to be here. It wasn't the case, and now boy, ball back from Emmanuel, you know. Before Sharif and the bad was number one about by a P, I ricocheted all the goalposts as a P, and got one of every answer. So, and now I have to put goalkeeper department, you know. Yo, now my attention, but it looks as if second looks as to be the first choice, and the man has to put for now. For now, it has to be the first choice. The other partner has to be a man doing a see a children as they say, yes, is it going to be a part from it or bear credit Adam? Credit Adam, a corner of back, a pair for a boss for bonus tips. Credit Adam improvement to me, when they say, let me walk on the Chiaka Children, credit Adam, squad on no boy. Watch this thing. If you want free and to maritime, where more answer. Money free a club with Trevor. Look at the squad. The Bray has Linda was squad, the long time was squad. So Quinn, you still remember last month. Patrick O'Hare.
Or Banana Bass, no, because you buy the first season, say, by 1 or 2 mistakes we make control. Young function, because I feel more banning at the bottom, say,
What's 22-23?
No, a fine player because all 4 months and a half, and ever.
What's it? I don't see. He's good, but he's not exceptional.
Or see and can exceptional.
But how to focus with their standard and the center backs they will have to have in their team? You need to have top. Because, for example,
because boss bench so I say a modern communication bar between one here, goalkeeper and Temple. Still, I want for Castle when you're like only a chassis.
Yeah,
and also, yeah. Or ball first time you ball and all. Me say one lifting and modern one from that critics. Because the first season make not criticism no, but he can do more.
He should.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying.
I must.
He must.
Something more has to because experience check less me more has to about what so answer and almost like one problem you know say try to do central defenders are made of on the ball qualities, you know. Yeah, now struggle with the ball kakra. More sharing so. Jerome Watkins, Piqué, Dante. Omo ball pian kasa no. Yeah, no, few ones is Ramos, Bonucci, Bugatti, or selling ball. But when he's made up of qualities on the ball when he has the ball to sleep on one. So but when you one or struggle, has a call for possession. At least if you can't tackle, I had an SM you lose possession easily. I had an SM credit at the warning because I long ball for where's a long ball situation. And a buy. Come for good energy ball at this here. So if you allow such games to just slide under your armpits, it's just as easy as that. Yo, how's the number you? How's the folk now? No, apart from the crowd, chamame. A poor check. Oh, no, 6 okay, face a boss, a center. Very versatile. I was having 2 coins. I was Saba. On I was establishing a place with team we see a new coach. So did you say, I better not say, because apart from it was splendid. About also free bench by upon my edge, yeah, Hamza Isa would probably take my last pick. One was someone on the Kafa, Peter Midi Honor. I didn't have to call Hamza Isa this year. I honor did buy from Friends Day old training. He also only didn't come on, and I was a Maui while you are Hamza Isa. What if 2 years ago, I was didn't go Maui while you are. Yeah, I didn't have to call Hamza Isa. I want to listen to some fans. I actually show you on the idea of where Eddie Hamza is. Some of them say our club will be in the culture in terms of the play that was filled in the sort of Manchester. When you're day, they adore their wingers and the number 7 JC, they adore it. If Okasa check a Kotoko, position is a Kotoko, review back up, almost central defenders. Kotoko review, papa, Kotoko 2 and 3. Oh, boy, I know Musari don't to talk to the floor. Every club, to say, oh, bought Madrid, no. We'll be looking for who's wearing the number 7 jersey. And then who is that person? But we'll be asking a lot of questions about the number 10. Hamza Isaiah, come number 9, has a folk, and what champion position. Number 9. Number 9 has a folk, and what champion position. Hamza Isaiah is in that profile. Now, when they catch a club, there's some moment Peter Midi contract, and what's the number of the how folks should do so to Hamza Isa. For availability, who are you looking for in the market to replace him if he leaves? If he leaves, why not go for the marketing? When you saw your mom give you areas of you from the bio, I would say, when go far, or your son watching you buy, and you junior come and buy and follow. Then I'm going to areas, Hamza already. He scores, he's really dominant. He can pick balls and connect in the final 10. Everything I should share in our local standard DJ. Hamza Isa, obey the amount. And one thing most about Hamza Isa, they say, positionally in the box were very instinctive. You think she every time we see him and we wish you away. But at this point, say, players don't perform it, or we resume performance. There's one key question I need to say. How's the folk Hamza Isa day? Before now, the catcher said that the contrast, never. This boy has been consistent. Only compare seasons, Obama has and every because the first season, I just said the second season. But why are you comparing a young player and the performances? He's growing, and he grows with inconsistency. Or to say which a certain level. So then have to look at Hamza Isa. Why only has to be injury record? Only is an experienced player, but only about 90 minutes. Now Hamza gives you everything. And has to look on many of the hosts. Now, quite a barrier free delivery. Now, quite to say, I just said so delivery. As I walk, as I so please have to do something around the contract. If here be a man in your J. Rob be a member that feel important that club do it now. You can analyze the last few years of our journey team.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much for joining. So, now unsubscribe here, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe please. If Abba life now, Abba not unsubscribe here, please subscribe. Because you're more the mama from this channel, Velvet Online. Subscribe. Yes. Thanks so much for watching.